Not just a plane, Canada's new $5.9 billion guardian of the skies. A nation's bold move. Canada just made a $5.9 billion decision. And it's not just about buying planes. This is about protecting sovereignty, asserting global presence, and joining the elite circle of nations wielding the most advanced fighter jet ever built, the F-35 Lightning II. So why is Canada, known more for peacekeeping than power projection, spending billions on stealth fighters? And what does this mean for the future of its military and the Arctic itself? Let's dive into the story behind Canada's bold new guardian of the skies. Chapter 1. The $5.9 billion question. In early 2023, Canada confirmed the acquisition of 88 Lockheed Martin F-35A Lightning II jets as part of a long-anticipated modernization of its Air Force. But this isn't just a purchase. It's a $5.9 billion signal to the world. For decades, Canada relied on its aging fleet of CF-18 Hornets, relics from the Cold War. They were rugged, versatile, and reliable, but outdated. In a world of stealth, hypersonics, and near-peer threats, they were simply no longer enough. So, after years of political debate, cost analyses, and shifting defense priorities, Canada pulled the trigger on its largest military procurement in recent history. Chapter 2. Meet the F-35, the fighter that changed everything. The F-35 Lightning II is not just any aircraft. It's a fifth-generation, stealth multi-role fighter capable of air superiority, precision strike, intelligence gathering, and electronic warfare, all in one sleek package. With radar-evading design, sensor fusion, and networked warfare capabilities, it sees first, strikes first, and, if necessary, vanishes. Top speed? Mach 1.6. Combat range? 1,380 kilometers. Weapons? Internal bays with air-to-air missiles, dams, and cruise missiles, plus the iconic 25mm Ju-22 cannon. And with over 1,000 F-35s delivered worldwide, it's become the NATO standard, ensuring interoperability in joint operations. Chapter 3. Why Canada chose the F-35 after years of delay. Ironically, Canada was one of the original partners in the F-35 program back in 1997. But for years, political hesitation and public skepticism delayed the purchase. Concerns ranged from cost overruns to whether Canada truly needed a fifth-gen fighter. So why now? As melting ice opens new sea lanes and global powers like Russia and China eye the north, Canada's Arctic sovereignty is under pressure. The F-35's long-range sensors, stealth profile, and ability to operate in GPS-denied, radar-cluttered environments make it the ideal Arctic guardian. Simply put, the world changed, and Canada had to adapt. Chapter 4. Stealth meets sovereignty, the Arctic equation. The Canadian Arctic spans over 1.5 million square kilometers, a region rich in resources, yet largely unguarded. With increased Russian bomber flights and submarine patrols, NORAD missions are more critical than ever. Enter the F-35. Its active electronically scanned array, AESA, radar allows it to detect enemy aircraft long before being seen. Its infrared search and track, IRST, lets it scan the horizon for heat signatures, even when radar is jammed. This jet can patrol vast regions unseen, share live intel with ground and naval assets, and provide a credible deterrent against intrusions into Canadian airspace. In other words, stealth isn't just about combat, it's about presence. Chapter 5. From peacekeeper to power player. Canada has long worn the badge of a peacekeeping nation. But times have changed. Global tensions are rising. Alliances are shifting. And the line between peace and preparedness is thinner than ever. The F-35 program marks a paradigm shift. Canada isn't just responding to threats. It's preparing to lead missions, enforce airspace, and contribute real combat power to NATO. In exercises like Red Flag, Canadian pilots now train alongside US, UK, and Australian F-35s, gaining experience in joint strikes, suppression of enemy air defenses, and precision bombing. The message is clear. Canada is no longer just supporting the team, it's suiting up for the front lines. Chapter 6. The economic ripple effect. Now here's a twist. This massive military spend isn't just about defense. It's also about jobs and industry. Canadian firms have already earned over $3 billion in contracts related to F-35 parts and components, from landing gear systems to weapons bays. Companies like Magellan Aerospace, Pratt & Whitney Canada, and Hero DevTech are becoming key suppliers in the global F-35 supply chain. This deal fuels high-tech employment, strengthens the aerospace sector, and locks Canada into a decades-long role in maintaining the jet. Think of it as buying a plane and getting a piece of a global enterprise. Chapter 7. The critics speak. Are there better options? Of course, not everyone is cheering. Critics argue the F-35 program has been plagued with delays, cost overruns, and maintenance headaches. Others claim Canada should have considered cheaper alternatives like the Saab Gripen E or Eurofighter Typhoon. But here's the counterpoint. No other fighter offers the stealth, network integration, and combat-proven experience of the F-35. And when you're investing for the next 30-plus years of air defense, you're not just buying a jet, you're buying future-proof capability. Canada's aging CF-18 Hornets have served valiantly since the 1980s. But after 4 decades, their wings are tired. Repairs are costly. Modern threats are faster, stealthier, and more digital than ever. The need for a replacement wasn't a question of if, but when. And now, after years of delay, political debate, and competition, Canada has chosen the F-35, joining the elite League of Nations flying the most advanced fighter on Earth. Chapter 8. A New Era for the Royal Canadian Air Force. Narrator VO. The Royal Canadian Air Force, RCAF, is entering a new era, one that blends legacy values with cutting-edge tech. As the F-35s begin arriving in 2026, pilots are already undergoing conversion training at U.S. facilities. The RCAF will phase out its CF-18s and gradually adopt a fully digital, stealth-capable fleet by the 2030s. Expect upgrades in mission planning using AI-assisted systems, autonomous wingman drone integration, and expanded NORAD cooperation with the U.S. This isn't just a plane. It's the heart of Canada's 21st century air strategy. Chapter 9. Looking ahead, global tensions and the Northern Front. Let's be real. The world isn't getting any calmer. From Russian aggression in Ukraine to Chinese Arctic ambitions to the hypersonic arms race, airspace is the new battleground. With its new F-35 fleet, Canada is declaring it won't be a bystander. It's investing in presence, projection, and protection, especially in the vulnerable North. And as Canada continues to work with Five Eyes allies, NATO, and NORAD, the F-35 will serve as the unifying asset in an increasingly dangerous chessboard. Not just a plane. You get stealth, strategy, sovereignty, and a signal to the world that Canada is no longer just watching from the sidelines. It's taking flight into a future where dominance in the skies means security on the ground. Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more captivating content on our YouTube channel.